Hello everyone. Good morning.
Hello, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good
Good,
morning, everyone.
good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Shall we start our class?
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Guys, tell me one thing. Are you getting videos every day
Yes,
Yes.
Yes, sir.
along with PDF documents, right?
yes,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So let's start our class. Yesterday, we were trying to understand what is web server, why we should create web server. Okay. I mean, how it works, basically, how things work. Okay. All those things you understood, right? In that, again, I'm saying, guys, in that multiple teams, they are going to work in that. You are being a AWS guy, you are going to launch an instance, you are going to open ports, you give access to these teams. Okay. UI team that is responsible to create website, designing the websites and all. DevOps teams, okay, DevOps guys, engineers, they are responsible to deal with all Linux and all, because they are good at Linux. DevOps guys, they are masters at Linux. Okay. So that is how it is going to work. So you don't worry about Linux related things, right? Okay. Let me give a quick overview of what we have seen in yesterday's class. Yesterday, the first step, I launched one Linux instance. First step. Second step, I installed web package, HTTPD. Third step, I created one file. I kept some content. Fourth step, I started service. These four things we did, right? So how I did all these things, this is my laptop. By opening SSH ports, SH, I entered inside that machine. I did all these things. That's how I did. So after doing all these things, how people, they are going to access my website. For this, we'll get IP address or DNS. So that IP address I have shared to my customers. So what you guys did, assume that you are my customers. What you did, you entered that IP address here in your laptop. Okay. So for that, if you want access, we did one more thing, the fifth thing. That is, we opened HTTP ports. That's the fifth step. So that your request entered into my machine through HTTP port, load the page, and went outside through that HTTP outbound port. Then you are able to access website. So 5 things: launched instance, installing HTTPD package, created file, started service, open HTTP port. Correct? This is what actually we did. So SSH port we used to go inside server to run some commands. HTTPS port we use, okay, to accept browser requests. Okay, that is the difference. Okay, that is fine. HTTP is fine. You remember in my first class of Windows, I said to remember 4 ports. Correct? What are those? RDP, SSH, HTTP, HTTPS. You remember? Correct or not? So RDP already we have seen that we use to access Windows instance. SSH we use to access Linux instance. HTTP is an external port that we open either in Windows or Linux if that instance is a web server. This is web server related. Okay, apart from RDP and SSH, we open one more port, that is HTTP, according to the operating system. Right? Then what about HTTPS here? That is what we are going to see. Okay. So let's see what is this HTTPS all about. Simple as the only extra word that you can see, that is S, HTTPS. S is there. In HTTP, This is HTTPS. One extra word is it, that is character S. So S for security. S for security. Now, okay, my question to you, can you please tell me how it is secure? You know, how we are getting security? Anyone? Please.
It will ask
Through
for authentication.
SSL certificate.
SSL
For
certificate.
authentication, it will ask.
Authentication. Fine. Any other idea?
Security group.
Security group. Yeah, fine. Okay.
By using number of ports.
Different port numbers are there.
Different anyways, that obviously that's a different port, that is for sure. But my question is, how it is secure? How? Secure, just by saying secure, it doesn't mean that secure, right? Correct or not?
Can we send a
Then-
request in a encrypted format?
Yeah, request will go in an encrypted form.
Avoid hackers.
Okay, hackers cannot hack. Okay, fine. Let me explain. Correct.
Giving password.
Password, not password. I'll explain.
Handshake process something.
This one.
No, not this one.
Fine. Let me explain. See, guys, I'll take one simple example. Okay. Right, net banking. Okay, online SBI is net banking. Okay, net banking application is it. This is online SBI web server. SBI web server. Okay. Now they opened SH ports, they entered inside server, they installed all web package, website, everything. They kept. It's an online SBI website is here. You can see here. Online SBI. This is a website is there. Okay. So that they kept here. That is that. Now I have an account in my SBI. I would like to check my account balance. So this is my laptop. They opened HTTP ports for everyone, all customers. HTTP. So what I did, I entered my username and password. Then my request went to inside that server, loaded the page. Response came back. Then here I can see my account balance, right? Fine. Now the problem is here. Suppose if any hacker is a hacker is there, he can get my data, he can read the data. Hacker means what, guys? Hacker is a guy who is having very, very good knowledge, but he utilizes that knowledge for bad purpose. He's having very good knowledge that we have to accept, but using that one for bad purpose, stealing money, data, destroying data. Okay, that's what he does. So this guy, he can get the data, he can read my data. Data means what? Here, my username and password. If someone getting about my username and password, that's a big issue, right? Security issue. He may steal my money. If that happens, okay, he logged into my account illegally, he has stolen entire money. Then next time out, will I trust SBI? No, I'll close my account in SBI. I'll open account in some other bank. If that happens, that is a big loss for SBI. Correct? They will lose all customers. Correct? So here, these SBI people, they want to provide security. Okay, this should not happen. So to address these kind of issues, SBI people, what they do, they talk to some third-party companies. Some government-registered companies, there government-approved companies are there. So those companies are responsible to provide security certificate. They are responsible to provide security certificate. Okay. That is the certificate. Either you can call this one as security certificate or you can call SSL certificate. SSL, as someone already said, secure socket layer. Either you can call this security certificate or you can call SSL certificate. So these SBI people, they pay money to those third-party companies which are registered by government. Those companies are responsible to provide SSL certificate to SBI or security certificate. Just they are paying money and they are getting certificate. No, that is not only the criteria. The criteria is something else also. For example, you want passport. You are paying money, you are getting passport. Money is only criteria. If passport cost is 1,000 rupees, I'll pay 10,000. I want 10 passports. Can I get? No, right? See, before they provide passport, They come to your house, they verify your background. Okay, everything is fine or not. Then only they'll provide password. So money is not only the criteria here. Criteria is checking your background and out so many other things. Here also same thing. Before they provide their certificate to SBI, they come and verify. Hey SBI, what kind of web content that you are hosting? Whether that is legally accepted or not. Whether you are following government guidelines or not. Okay, the web content is genuine or not. Any copyright content is there. Okay, mainly legally accepted or not by that government. Correct or not? They come and verify. If everything is fine, then they will provide that certificate to SBI. So with that certificate, they will provide two keys. One is encryption keys. Another one is decryption keys. Encryption and decryption. Encryption means, guys, what? Suppose I have a file. If I encrypt that file, no one can read the data. The data will be converted into unreadable format. Decrypt means converting unreadable format into readable format, right? So this SSL certificate contains both encryption and decryption keys. Okay, these SBI people, they got that certificate. The moment they get this certificate, then onwards, these SBI people, they are eligible to open one more port, that is HTTPS. So after getting that certificate only, they can open this port after getting. So they have opened ports. HTTPS. Now what actually happens? Now, okay, if I want to access, if I want to see my account balance, the request will come here. One second. Yeah, fine. Yeah. So now if I want to access my account balance, the request will come here. Go like this. At the end of my laptop, that request will be encrypted. That request will go in an encrypted format with these encryption keys. You can see encryption keys. At the end here, that will be decrypted. That will go, that will load the page. Again, at this end, that will be encrypted by using these encryption keys. Decryption keys also that here will be decrypted. Here again, that will be encrypted. That will go in an encrypted manner. Here again, that will be decrypted. Then you can see my account balance. That means when request is leaving your laptop and before entering into SBI server, the request will go in an encrypted manner. That means no one can read the data. Data, they can get the data, but they can't read. See, hacker is there. He can get the data, but he cannot read the data. He cannot understand the data. Without understanding the data, what is the use? So, but if I give you one username and password that is in Chinese language, you don't know anything about Chinese language, you don't know, you don't have anyone to help you, then what do you do with that? Correct or not? You can't read the data. That means it's a waste of getting data. Correct or not? Like that. Okay, so that is how it is secure. Now you might be thinking, sorry, how it happens at backend? Guys, that happens at backend automatically. You need not worry how it happens. That happens at backend automatically. That's the automation mechanism is that they will take care. That companies, those who are providing certificates, they will take care at backend automatically. Okay, see, when I click on launch instance, how the instance is getting launched? That is their headache. That happens backend automatically. That will be done by AWS guys. Okay, that is so. Okay, so this HTTPS. Generally, these certificates are valid for some 2 to 3 years only. Let me show you. SBI is there. Okay, see here. Click on this lock symbol. You can see certificate. See, connection is secure. So, customers who are trying to access this website, their requests are secure. Okay, certificate. You can see issued to who? State Bank of India. Issued to this one. See, click on that certificate. Yes, what is it? Issued to online SBI. Issued to this particular website, www.onlinesbi.com. Issued by some DigiCert third-party companies. Valid from, see, 2022, 2 years only. Passport also valid for 10 years only. After that, you have to renew. Correct or not? Correct. Here also the same thing. After that, they have to renew. That's why it is secure. That's why you can see lock symbol. Okay. There are some websites which are legally prohibited. You know those websites. I need not explain, right? For those, you can't see HTTPS. because those are illegal websites. For some websites, you can see, even though they are illegal, then you might be thinking, say, how they are getting secure. Something which is illegal here in India may be legal in other countries. You know, right? Few things which are illegal in India, but legal in other countries. So they might be buying from other countries, right? That's fine. Yesterday, we launched one website. Nothing illegal in that. But I did not buy that certificate. I did not buy. That's why I did not get. Got it? That is how it is. You might be thinking, Sai, without buying that certificate, what if I open HTTPS? Without buying that certificate, if you open HTTPS, that acts like a HTTP only. The request will go in a plain text only. So, of no use. Got it? So, that is the difference between HTTP and HTTPS. The request will go in an encrypted manner. That will be done by SSL certificate provided by third-party companies. In that, encryption, decryption keys are there. That is how it works. So I hope you understood everyone. That's why, guys, when they ask any question in interview, don't simply say secure. No. Your answer should be in such a way that, next question should be on some other topic. Recruiter's next question should be on some other topic. If he is asking next question also on the same topic, that means your answer is not proper. Okay, you answer in such a way that, next question should be in some other topic. Okay. So that how effectively you are giving answers, there your salary will be decided. 2 years candidate is getting 4 lakhs. 2 years candidate is getting 14 lakhs also. So that depends how effectively you are giving answers. So give gunshot answers. Okay. So you understood till here, everyone? Understood or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now, okay. See, we have seen web server, right? But there are some flaws in that web server, some drawbacks. Okay, I'll tell you what are those drawbacks. Those are, see, this is my web server. Okay, this is my web server. In that web content is here. Okay, I have opened ports, HTTP. Now these are my customers. They are accessing my website. See, the request will come, going. Correct? Everyone is accessing. Okay. Everyone is accessing. Now this server configuration is very, very less. Correct or not? 1 CPU core, 1 GB of RAM. Correct or not? T2 micro we have taken, and 8 GB hard disk. This setup is lightweight configuration. Correct? Less weight. Okay. Less configuration. But number of requests are more. Everyone in the world are accessing. That means load will be more. Correct or not? Load will be more. When load is more, CPU per se gradually increases. In what particular point of time, I may lose my server due to heavy load. I may lose my server due to heavy load. The first problem is due to load. That's what I explained in my demo, right? Due to heavy load. That could be first issue. Second issue, okay, load is fine. But what something happens physically, physical damage in their availability zones. See, they are keeping the backup of the data. You will never lose the data. Further, they are giving issue. But if my server went down, immediately customers cannot able to access my website. Right? So that means any physical damage. Anytime anything can happen, right? Correct or not? Third one. Okay, physical damage is not there, but any OS corrupt, internal OS corrupt due to your fault. You entered inside the web server, you deleted some OS related files. Correct? OS software issue. Because of any of these reasons, if you lose your server, customers cannot able to access your website. Today you are giving discounts on one product, but today your server went down due to any one of these issues. Then customer dissatisfaction. If that happens, will customer come to your website again? No. Correct or not? So that is a problem here. Understanding it? Because of any of these reasons, if you lose your web server, then that is customer dissatisfaction. You understood the problems, everyone? Respond, guys.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes.
Then how to
Yes, sir.
address? How to address all these issues? To address all these issues, we have a concept called load balancer. we have a concept called load balancer. So what we do in this load balancer?
Times.
By
Hello.
name itself, you can understand it balances the load. It distributes the load. It balances. Load balancer. It is balancing the load. So what we do here? Instead of taking one web server, we take multiple web servers. Multiple. Could be any number. Here I'm taking 2 web servers. Here also install web package. These are 2 web servers. So for both web servers, we get IP address. But this time I'm not going to provide these IP addresses to customers. I'm not going to provide these IP addresses to customers. Instead, I'm going to launch one load balancer. I'm going to launch one load balancer. Then I'll connect these 2 web servers to this load balancer. Okay. For load balancer, we'll get one IP or DNS. That one we give to customers. Load balancer will get DNS or IP. That we give to customers. Okay. So now what actually happens? See, load balancer will distribute the load, distribute the traffic. That means one request here, one here, one here, one here, one here, one here. Suppose if I can attach 2, I can attach thousands of web servers. So load will be distributed among all web servers. If load is more, I keep on adding new servers to load balancer. Load will be distributed. Okay, 3 servers are there. One here, one here, one here. Again, one here, one here, one here. Like. Okay. So that means we are addressing the first issue. Load. Fine. What if I lose my server? Could be physical damage, could be software issue. Because of any of these reasons, I will lose my server right here. Physical damage or software issue, any issue. What if I lose my server? If I lose your server, load balancer will stop sending traffic to that server. It will redirect the traffic to some other server. Earlier, the request it used to send to server 1. Now it will redirect that request to some other server, which is healthy, which is up and running. Load balancer will not send any request to the server which is down. Okay. So that means, see, suppose load balancer is sending that request to the server which is down. Suppose I am typing Google, you are typing Google. My request is being sent to the server which is down. Your request is sent to the server which is up and running. For me, I won't get any response, but for you, you are getting response. That is not correct logically. That's why load balancer will not send a request to the server which is down. It will send a request to the server which is up and running. Okay, that means even out of 100 servers, if I lose 10 servers, customers will not come to know because their request will be routed to the servers which are up and running. Got it? Now you might be thinking, Sai, how does this load balancer come to know that my server is down? Load balancer will check the health of that server every now and then. It checks the health of all servers. Okay, see, load balancer, first it checks the health of all servers, whether everything is working fine or not. If at all they are working fine, then only it will distribute the load. If not, if they are not working fine, it will stop sending traffic to that server. Instead, it will route the traffic to some other servers. Got it? So that is the purpose of load balance. Got it? That is the purpose. That means we are addressing all the issues. That means your website will never go down. See, you have attached 100 servers. In that, even 10 servers are down due to physical or software. Load won't be there. Correct? Anyways, load is being distributed. If load is increasing, you keep on adding new servers. So no problem at all. Even though physical or software issue, still no problem because the request will be routed to servers which are up and running. That is how we are addressing all these issues with the help of load balancing. Guys, you understood how load balancer works? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Correct?
I have
Correct.
one question. Can I ask now?
You can ask me, but can I take your doubt at the end of class? Is that fine?
Yeah, yes.
Because I
it's
need to
good.
explain many more things.
Yeah,
probably,
sure.
Probably by the time your doubt might get clarified, correct? That's
Sure.
Okay. Okay, fine. So you understood that, okay, we have to use load balance. Simple, guys. Customers will access load balancer. Load balancer will send one request here, one request here, like that. That is how actually it works. Okay. Okay, so what we do, there is no limit. You can attach any number of web servers, no problem at all. There is no limit. Okay, fine. What we'll do, we'll see this one practically. Practically, we are going to do it. Okay, fine. So to show these things practically, I need these two web servers, minimum two web servers, and one load balancer. Guys, one thing is theory is simple. We don't have much theory for load balancer. Two things. The purpose of load balancer is only two. The first thing is it will distribute the load. The name itself suggests. Second thing, it checks the health of the server also. If server is healthy, then only it will distribute the load. Otherwise, no. There is no theory for load balancer. Two things. It distributes the load. It checks the health. That's it. Theory is nothing in two lines. No theory at all. Okay, it's all about practical oriented. Okay, so to show this one practically, I need minimum two web servers. Okay, I need minimum two web servers. So what we do, we keep these two web servers ready today. In tomorrow, we are going to see load balancer because these load balancer practical also a big thing. So that's why today we'll see how to deal with these web servers. Okay, so let's do it now. Let's see how we are going to do. Already we have seen it in yesterday's class. Right, already we have seen, but here I'll show in a different manner how to create web servers in a different manner. First way, we are going to follow the same way, whatever we have seen yesterday. Okay, but second web server, I'll create in some different way. Okay, these we'll see today's class, and okay, tomorrow. Today we'll create these two web servers. We'll stop. We won't terminate. We'll just stop. Okay, tomorrow directly we launch load balancer. We'll attach by starting these web servers. Got it? Let's do it now. Let's do it. Let me log into my AWS account. Now next. Sign in. Okay. Now I'm in Singapore, right? Okay, go to EC2. Here also you can see it is showing recently visited services. EC reason, just click, that is also fine. Okay, you can see one key pair, two security groups. Don't worry, you can keep them, no problem at all. Now let me launch. See, first I'm going to launch web server in the same way whatever we did yesterday, so that even if you have any doubts in yesterday's class, those will be clarified today. But second one, I'll do it in a different way. Okay, so let's do it quickly. Launch instance, launch. Now, Amazon Linux, any Linux, T2 micro, one, GB is enough. Give any name, I'll give web server one. Web server one. Next, see, to access web server, you need two ports. SH anyways to go inside machine to run some commands. But browser request it will take to HTTP. That also we need to open. So that we can open here itself. We can see. You can give any name. I'll give web security group. This is optional. If you want, you can give, or else no. So here itself you can add. See, add rule. Yes, you can say HTTP. HTTPS also is there, but since we don't have certificate, that will become that is kind of HTTP. HTTP. Okay. That's it. Review and launch. See, group of ports dealing with security. That's a security group. Okay. Review and launch. Then launch. Then let me create a new key pair, any key pair. See here, I'll give my web. Okay. My web 9 AM. 9 AM batch, right? That's I'm giving my web 9 AM. Okay. Fine. Okay. Now download key pair. Now launch instance. That's it. Our instance is ready. Fine. Now let's go inside this instance and let's run all those commands, whatever we executed yesterday. Okay. So again, that command running and all won't be done by you. That will be done by DevOps engineers and all. But today, at least I need to share it. That's why I'm running these commands. Once it is ready, then I will proceed. Okay. Let it come. Yeah, this is ready. So I need to convert PEM to PPK. Correct. See, today also we are going to see putty-gen only. Tomorrow I'm going to explain MOBA extreme tomorrow, because already MOBA extreme is there in my laptop. I'll uninstall this one. I'll restart. I'll clean my laptop so that I can show you downloading onwards. Okay. Fine. 1 second. I have a putty-gen which I have downloaded yesterday. As you can see, putty-gen, right? Okay. Just 1 minute. Yeah. Now we need to convert the key file, right? So let's do it. Okay. So first open putty-gen. Now here load. I need not explain again. Already we have seen yesterday. Load and go to downloads. Here make it all files. Then select the key. Open. Okay. Save private key. Putty's private key. Yes, means I don't need any external passphrase. Then go to desktop or any place. You can give any name. Okay. My key, my name. My web, something, right? Whatever name you want, you can give that up to you. Save and close. You can see. Yeah. Key got ready. Then let's access by opening putty. Open putty. Then here, select instance, connect. SH client, username at the DNS. Copy that and paste it. Then SH authentication, browse for that file, PPK file. Select that, open and open. Accept. That's it. Right? Now we need to run all those commands. Correct? You remember? Let me just open those commands. If you are not understanding, just mug it up. That's it. Those commands. Okay. Or else you just leave. Don't worry about those commands. Let me get those commands. Just give me 1 minute. Okay, now you can see these are the commands, right? Now let me run all those commands. Okay, guys, tell me one thing. Please respond. You understood the purpose of all commands? Yesterday already we have seen, correct or not?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes.
Right.
Yes,
So
yes, yes.
just let me run those commands one by one. So first one, sudo su minus to become a root user. Then yum update -5 to get all updates if updates are not there. Fine. Then we have to install package, web package, yum install httpd -y so that it will install the package. Done. Then we need to go inside directory cd var www html. I entered inside the directory. Then we need to create one file, echo something, any content, whatever. Okay, I'll give. Let me give a content. Google 1. I'm giving content Google 1. Okay. This outputting to one file called index.html. Correct? Right. Do ls, you can see that file inside Google 1. Right? Then service httpd start. We are starting service. Then check config httpd on. Okay. C is missing here. chk check config. So this will make sure that service will continue to run after restarting your instance also. Now this became my web server. How to verify? Okay, simple. Take public IP. Correct. Just paste here. What is this? That is the content that you kept, right? That is how we create web server. Okay. Now, second web server. Here, see, here I kept content. Google Work. Second, I web server, I launch in a different manner. Okay, intentionally, I'm going to keep some different content. In real time, they keep same web content in real time. Because every time you type Google, you should see Google only. Not like Google 1, Google 2, no, right? But intentionally, I'm taking different web content like Google 2. Why I'm taking that, you will understand in tomorrow's class. I'm taking different content, and this we launch in different manner. Let's see how we are going to do it. See, launch instance, Amazon Linux, T2 micro is fine. Then in third stage, if you scroll down, third step, if you scroll down, you can see one box here. That is user data. You can see one box, right? User data. So what is this box all about? Simple, guys. What actually we did, we entered inside Linux machine. We executed all those commands. But if you paste all these commands here itself, those will be automatically executed. If you paste all these commands here itself, okay, then again you need not to go inside the machine to run some commands. No need. See, here we entered inside instance, we ran all these commands. But if you paste all those commands, those automatically will be executed. Simple. What I do here, I'm going to copy all these things. I'm going to paste here. That's it. Over. It's very easy, right? Correct or not? Again, you don't even need to go inside that instance. Everything will be executed automatically. But here we don't need few things. That is, one is ls. Ls, why are we running? Just to verify whether the file got created or not. But here, anyways, we are not going. So no need to verify. Second thing, what content you want to keep? Okay, I want to keep Google 2. That here you can give whatever content that you want, right? But here things will not work now. Things will not work. Why? Because there is one more thing that we need to do. That is, see, earlier we were running commands on Linux command prompt, right? So we were running some lines. You can consider these are normal lines. These. So these we ran on Linux command prompt. That's why these will be considered Linux commands, correct? But now these lines, we are not running on Linux command prompt. We are running on some white screen, some background screen. We are not running inside Linux command prompt. So that's why, see, right now AWS is considering these things as plain text. But I want AWS should consider them as Linux commands. I want AWS should consider them as Linux commands, but it is considering them as plain text. So that's why, to address that issue, we need to add one more line at the beginning. That is hash exclamation /bin/bash. Okay. We have to add this line. Hash exclamation exclamatory mark /bin/bash. Okay. Now why are we adding this line? Why? Because see, we are launching one Amazon Linux, right? In that Linux, we have var directory. That will be there. Same like we have one more directory, is a bin directory. So from bin directory of this Amazon Linux, it will take bash. Bash is what? Command prompt. That bash shell we call bash shell, that is nothing but command prompt. So from bin directory of Amazon Linux, it will take the command prompt. Bin directory of Amazon Linux, that's what we are launching. Let's see, we are launching one instance, right? So from the bin directory of that Amazon Linux, it will take the command prompt first. It will take the command prompt. After taking that command prompt, it will execute all these things. So where these are getting executed on top of command prompt only, correct? So those will be considered as Linux commands. So bash shell, we call bash shell is a command prompt that will be taken from bin directory of my Linux instance. On top of that, these will be executed. So those will be automatically considered as Linux commands because those we are entering on top of Linux command prompt only. That we are taking from bin directory. Got it? And you have to add this symbol, that's a format. That's it. Now it is fine. Now things will work. Be careful. You have to give this line at the beginning. Okay. Anyways, I'm going to share this. The next. Remaining things are pretty same. Okay. Next. Next. Here I'll give as Web 2, second web server. Every time you need not to create new security group. No, not comment. Ajay, that is comment in Linux, but that here we call shebang. Shebang. We call that's entire line we call shebang. So that won't be considered as a comment now. That shebang you have to give, then only these lines will be considered as the Linux commands. You said that's correct, comment in Linux, but not in this area. There are always exceptions, guys. You have to understand, there are always some exceptions. For example, yeah, default shell is bash shell, right? Not shell in Linux, that is bash shell. There are always some exceptions. You can't generalize a thing. For example, you should not jump traffic signal. Correct? That rule is for everyone. You should not jump traffic signal. But there are exceptions. Ambulance, fire brigade, fire, that vehicle, police. Okay. There are exceptions. There will be always exceptions. Remember that. Okay. Now, see, every time you need not to create new security group, you can select existing security group. You can see here. Instead of creating new one, you can see select an existing security group. Here already it is showing that web security group that just now we created, we attach it to first Linux instance. So I'm going to select the same. That means for second instance also, okay, SH and HTTP will be opened. Okay. You might be thinking, why HTTP? It is showing two entries. See, this is IPv6. Don't worry about IPv6. These are IPv4s. That I'll be explaining in network class very, very clearly. I also understand one thing that yes, second machine also we are opening both ports, HTTP and SH. Review and launch. Launch. Every time you need not to create a new key pair, every time we can make use of existing key pair. Select an existing key pair. See here, our key pair is myweb9 here. Select that existing and acknowledge and launch. That means by using this PPK file, I can log into second Linux machine also. Second also. Okay, because both are having same PEM key that already we have converted to PPK. By using that PPK file, you can log into these two machines. So every time you need not to generate new security groups, new key pairs. No, we can use one that you can attach to any number of instances. And U instances. That's it. Now tell me guys, you guys, I want you to respond. Do we need to go inside this instance to run that web server related commands? Tell me.
No.
Because already we executed those things while launching itself. That means, can I say this is completely web server now? Can I say?
Yes.
So can we able to access website now? Tell me.
Yes. Yeah, we have
Yes, sir.
Guys, is there any network issue from my side? Voice lagging and all?
Yes.
yeah,
Right.
little bit.
Little bit.
Little bit is there.
Yeah, the commands are pasted.
So many times
Sometimes.
taking OS.
Now still same issue now?
Yes, sometimes.
Now it is fine.
Now it is fine.
Okay. Do you want me to connect to other network?
No,
it is
voice
fine,
is
right?
not break.
No, it's okay, Sai.
It's fine, right? Okay. Then tomorrow onwards you won't get these issues. Okay. Okay. Now see here. The second server is also my web server. How to verify? Just select, get the public IP, correct? Now paste here. You should be able to see Google 2. Enter. What is this? Google 2. See, these are first of Google 1, this Google 2. That's why intentionally I have taken different content to show you the differences. You can see. That is how we can able to do it. Google 1 and Google 2. So that is how easily we can create web servers. Got it? So here, what's your role? They will give list of all commands. Just you need to copy, you need to paste while launching. Here in today's class. You don't even need to understand, just copy paste. Okay, launch. That's it. Okay. Find my web servers are ready. I launch it both in two different ways. Okay, I launch it both in two different ways. Fine. Now we need to deal with load balance. Okay, this one is again big topic. It takes one complete section. Okay, this one complete class. So that's why this I'm going to explain in tomorrow's class. What I do today, I'll stop these two. Okay. Tomorrow I will, at the beginning I'll start. At the beginning I will explain mobile extreme first. See, tomorrow I will start. Today I will stop. Tomorrow I will start again. So I'll show you how to access one instance. One is enough, right? Okay, by using mobile extreme. Mobile extreme 2. Okay. So then I will explain load balancer. That is what we are going to see in tomorrow's class. Okay. So these are key, right? Which again we are going to use tomorrow. That's why, see here. This is one PPK file, which I'm going to keep in my keys folder. In fact, this is PPK, right? Coming to PEM also is it? This also, let me cut. Let me paste in my keys folder. Okay. So here you can see, don't you ignore this file, Docker 930, that's a DevOps related key. MyWeb 9 AM, PPK file, MyWeb 9 AM, PEM file. So we downloaded PEM, from that we converted to PPK. Just remember these things because tomorrow I'm going to use these things. Okay. Fine. So today you won't get any document because topic is incompleted, right? Today you won't get any document. Today you'll get only recorded video. Tomorrow you'll get the document because tomorrow is going to be our complete, load balancer topic. Today you'll get only recording video, no document today. Okay. Fine. So what I'll do first, I'll clarify all your doubts. Then I'm going to stop these two instances. I'm going to stop. Okay. Yeah. So if you have any doubts, you can ask me now.
Hello, sir.
Yes, please.
What is the echo that you are using?
Echo is a command, one of the Linux commands. Okay. You just better go through my previous class, yesterday's class. There I have explained clearly. Okay.
Oh.
Any more doubts?
While we are selecting instance type, we are taking 1 CPU and 1 GB RAM. So we are converting them into web server. So after converting, we will dispatch the traffic to by load balancer.
Right.
But is there any lag due to 1 GB RAM opening or closing of the web?
Multiple servers are there, and also I'll show you how to increase the configuration also. That also I'll show you.
Okay.
This just kind of we should know the concept, right? That's why I'm explaining. Later I'll tell you how to increase, how to decrease. So many things. Okay.
Sai, hello.
Yes, please.
Sai, suppose we are using only one server instead of two. Is this correct? Means we are configured the auto scaling for one server and attached to the load balancer.
Auto scaling part we'll see next. After load balancer only auto scaling is
No,
there.
no. Mean only one server can we use with the load balancer?
You can use one server also, but what kind of advantage you are getting? Load balancer will send. Suppose if you lose server, same issues, right? Why we are using one server? Okay, if one server is there, what is the need of load balancer first? Correct or not?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, like while we are opening HTTP port in like after that like security group, so we added the custom as it is. So
Custom.
we didn't add anywhere.
Yeah, here it did not add anywhere. Why? Because see here already it is showing that IP address while launching itself. But yesterday it was not showing IP address. It's all about its right side IP address is right. 0000 something, right? Yesterday, if you add separately by going into security groups here, if you add any port, that time you need to select all anywhere. But while launching itself, if you are adding, you need not to select anywhere. Custom itself with because just right side IP address is important.
Okay,
so that's
this IP address will be accessible to everyone, right?
Everyone. So that's why don't focus on that one here as of now. Because network, we have VPC classes here. Before that, I explained networking. Okay, there you will understand these things. Got it? Okay.
Sai, we have to configure the replication between all the servers. Because
we have to configure
replication in all the servers. So suppose we have make some changes in one server, then it will and
wait.
server goes down.
Those are there. I know upcoming. In next classes you'll understand slowly one by one.
Hello,
changing and all, we'll do it. Okay.
In security group, in one security group itself, add all the
one security group you can attach any number of instances. Any more doubts?
Hello,
That
I got a
security
call.
group will be installed by us, or it will be third party company will install and maintain by them.
What installing?
That security group, sir.
Security groups we have to open, right? We have to open here.
Okay.
While launching, we open, right? We need to do.
Hey, Sai, my question was I posted that regarding the AWS default shell. Is it a bash shell as a default?
Not AWS default shell. Linux shell is a bash shell. Linux default shell.
Okay.
So we have launched a Linux instance, right?
Okay.
That's
that's why we put bash. Okay.
Yeah, right. Amazon Linux is also Linux only, right? Flavors are Linux only.
Yeah. So if we have launched Windows instance, then what would have been that command?
That would be something different. Wait. I'll talk about Windows Web Server also.
Okay, no problem. Yeah. Thank you.
Sai, SSL certificate, can you give some demo? Where we use that SSL certificate?
See, what we do in root 53 class, we have a root 53 DNS class. There we are going to purchase one domain name like www.facebook.com, google.com, sai.com, like that. Okay. So there I will explain. We actually attach that SSL certificates to that domain name. We can't provide these IP addresses to customers, right? Correct or not? See, can you provide these IP addresses to customers? No, right?
No.
In place of that, we have to use domain names. There you will understand. Okay. That's it.
And one more thing.
Yes.
Actually, I don't have an option for deleting that security group. Can you show that?
Simple. Go to okay. First, let me stop these two. Instance state. Stop. See, here I'm stopping, not terminating. Okay. Because tomorrow again I'm going to start. Okay. Stop. Fine. If you want to delete security groups, you can see security groups.
Yes.
Yeah, here I can delete the security group, Linux security group, correct, which is not attached to any instance actions. So if you scroll down here, you have to scroll down.
Okay.
Delete. Deleted. You can't delete this one because this is connected to both Linux instances. Default you can't anyways delete, right? And coming to keypads also. Yeah, so we have 4 Linux is not required, right? That I think old previous classes. Delete. Again, you can't delete this one because this is attached to both instances. That's it.
Thanks.
Any more doubts from anyone? No doubts?
Yeah, both the server has the same security group, right?
Right.
Okay.
Okay, guys, that's it for today. Please go through today's class video once again so that you will understand tomorrow's class easily. Right? Thank you all. Thank you so much. See you in tomorrow's class. Same time.
So tomorrow class will be on?
What is tomorrow? Is any special? Friday, right? Is there anything special tomorrow?
No. Which topic you are going to teach?
This continuation topic, load balancer. These are only half topic only we covered, right?
Okay. Right.
Okay, remaining continuation topic. Okay, guys. Thank you all. Thank you. Bye-bye. Have a nice day.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.